Loveline is meant for an adult audience. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised. Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline, coast to coast.
Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Is the fax machine still broken, Drew?
I don't know. Did you put paper in there? No, it's broken.
Still broken. I love Westwood One. The fax machine is broken because it has no paper in it. No one's going to do it.
Did you open this gift?
That is Dr. Drew over there. He's a board-certified physician and Dixon medicine specialist. No, I didn't open. Ann brought her. Is this from this year, this Christmas gift, or is this an early birthday gift? It's coming up in May. Ann brought in our birthday gifts this year. I didn't open mine yet.
Christmas.
Oh, it's Christmas. I thought it may have been from early birthday or something like that. Thanks, Sweet Pea. Lit is in the studio tonight.
Hello.
We will do a little...
Hello, guys.
We'll do a little trade-off. Jeremy and Kevin are here now, and we'll trade out later on. Alan and AJ will be in here later on in the evening. So now, the reason Lit is here, not that they need a reason, but if there was to be a reason, they were going to be here. It's to plug their spot tomorrow night at the House of Blues, the new House of Blues in Anaheim, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And does that have anything to do with the whole new Disney thing that's going on out there?
It's like this whole new, it's like kind of like City Walk.
Where is it?
Right next to where the old hotel used to be, and they tore it down and made this whole like strip thing, and there's like House of Blues and some restaurants, I guess, and shops, and it's where Goofy's Kitchen used to be. I don't know. All right. You got a little before my time.
Sorry. Okay. True. We don't know. I know where Plato's Retreat is. Oh, wait a minute. That's Pluto. All right. I'm confused now. Goofy's Kitchen? Jesus Christ. You're going to ruin those kids. Drew brings his whole family out to the Disneyland Hotel for months at a time. Months. He spent an entire summer there, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did they tear that hotel down?
It was actually the front of that whole area. Something, yeah. But they built this big old thing, and they actually got a roller coaster now and something like that. Something else? Yeah. We haven't been there yet. It's still a recreation in California in like the 20s.
Right. But what's different about it than the old Disneyland? Just new rides?
Bigger and better. Remember the parking lot you used to park when you were a kid?
Yeah.
That's a theme park now.
Gone. Really?
Yeah, it's a huge park.
Where do we park now?
In multi-level parks. Garden Grove. In what used to be a strawberry field.
I see.
Or a tomato farm.
All right. Well, that's... I'll tell you, I passed the Matterhorn on the freeway the other day with 4 guys who are Southern California natives, and everyone said simultaneously as we were driving down the freeway looking at the Matterhorn, going, boy, it shrunk. Everyone said the same. The Matterhorn used to be the actual size of the Matterhorn, and it was such a beacon. Remember when you were a kid?
For miles and then...
Yeah, you're a kid and you're going to Disneyland, and now the freeway's up higher than the Matterhorn, and there's like a Office Depot that's like there's an air conditioning unit on top of it, and you can't make out.
I mean, you could see like it was prairie. You look, one side was Disney, the other side was like Manzanita and Yucca plants.
Right, yeah.
Every once in a while there'd be a guy climbing it, and he was like, whoa.
Yeah, the Matterhorn was like the North Star. We would see it all the way from North Hollywood, Burbank, on the freeway. We'd say, Dad, keep going. See that mountain with the fake snow on it, the fiberglass one? Keep going. You guys ever? I went down there on a date, and it was fireman's night. I had to turn around and go home. That ever happened to you?
No.
Drew?
I've been there.
Never happened to you?
Wasn't listening too many times.
That's good radio.
You ever take the kids to Disneyland and it's Fireman's Day?
You know what I mean? No. You drive all the way down there. They have some special
grad night.
Only for Lockheed employees. One of those things. You hit one of those nights. No, never happened. Were you listening though?
What are you talking about? No, I am.
All right. So Lit is going to be at the House of Blues, the new House of Blues. Will this be the first show they've had there?
Correct. Grand opening.
Very nice.
And it's Friday and Saturday, and both shows are sold out, so we're not really plugging them. We're just talking. We're just hanging out.
Let's go down there. I'm not going down there.
Down.
All right, maybe I'll go down there.
We're supportive. Come on down.
It just seems like there'll be a lot of people.
Adam, let's come down Saturday night. We'll tear it up till about
4.
This is the
And then
opening of the entire...
And then we'll roll down to the Rose Bowl. We won't sleep, and we'll just...
We'll pull an all-nighter?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, you know, Drew lives right by the Rose Bowl, so we can crash over there, no problem.
Cool.
You can.
Drew, seriously, we could walk from your house to the Rose Bowl, couldn't we?
Easily.
Yeah. And then
come on in. Not
all-nighters at the Rose...
Not
doing the
else.
all-nighter and then going to the Rose Bowl.
In fact, when I run one of the routes I take is down to the Rose Bowl and back.
Interesting. I wasn't listening, sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what you said. All right, Chad.
Yeah.
Chad, you're 20. What's up?
My friend bet me $200 that I couldn't masturbate 25 times in 24 hours.
Yes.
I took the bet, but I'm worried about any permanent damage that might happen that kind of jerking off.
Have you tried it yet?
No, my max is 7 in a day.
Yeah.
How are you gonna substantiate the feat?
He's actually going to take my word for it. We couldn't think about any hard evidence without witnesses, and
No pun
I didn't think that
intended.
would work.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Fill 25 cups.
Well, yeah, we thought about that one too. I still might do it, but I just don't want to hurt myself.
Yeah.
Well, you can certainly irritate your prostate, and
20?
your soul could eject out of your body.
Yeah, I spit part of my liver out once when I was in high school. I was going for 9 in a afternoon. Chad?
Yeah?
I think it's doable.
You could
Yeah,
bleed.
my buddy the Wheeze got pretty close to that once.
25 in a day.
Well, he did more like 8 in an hour or something like that. But do the math. You know, he's up around 300.
Yeah, I figure I'll go on a 2-an-hour basis, but
Yeah.
myself.
but wait, you can't. Oh, I see. You go 2 an hour.
I don't want to spend the whole day.
Right. Okay, but what is the best way to do this, Drew, from a medical standpoint? Like, what sort of, should you carb load? You know what I mean? Should you drink a lot of fluids? Should
take a big blast of testosterone before you...
Yeah, I mean, what should you have? How would you approach this from a nutritional standpoint?
I can't think of anything that would...
Gatorade, Frost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Should you have like an IV drip with
Certainly
some...
plenty of fluids, that's for sure.
A lot of fluids?
Oh, yeah.
And what do you need to produce semen?
You need...
Testicles.
Right? And egg whites and what else? I mean, what would you eat?
You see, I'm not sure.
Come on.
It's mucus, basically.
You never took a class in jack-off science in college?
Mucusology?
It's mucus.
Semenology?
So should you eat a lot of yogurt?
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's adequate protein, adequate carb. I mean, you need sort of an adequate, normal amount of...
a lot of fluids?
But regularly. You need to refuel. Right? It's like as though you were running a great distance.
Right.
That kind of thing.
All right, Chad?
Yeah.
I think you're up to it, buddy.
I'm not going to hurt myself.
So what's the? No, you'll be fine. So what are you going to do? Start? Does the clock start when you start,
No,
like a 24-hour clock?
It's midnight tonight through midnight tomorrow.
No, wait a minute. I didn't say you couldn't hurt yourself. I said you're probably not going to cause any long-term damage. You could. Some people hemorrhage, you get bleeding.
No.
Some people irritate the skin and cause problems.
Well, listen, if you shoot blood out, that counts.
All right.
I mean, if
So
that's
it counts for 2.
that's like the 25th one.
Yeah.
All right.
But you got $200, man.
Yeah.
I figure $200. I can't go wrong. It's like $8 a time.
Right.
It's a pretty good average.
Yeah, that's pretty thrifty.
Yeah.
All right, so Chad, start tonight at what, 12:01?
Yeah.
Now, are you going to start chubbing up around 11:40, 11:50?
No, I don't know. I think I'm going to try and blast out a good 4 in the first hour.
Right.
Catch a couple hours of sleep and then start all over again tomorrow.
I see.
We'll jump on things.
All right. Well, make sure and mop yourself down after you blast the 4 off and turn in, because we don't want to have to use a flat bar to remove your cot mattress from your belly
All right.
the following
thanks a lot.
morning.
Break
All
a
right,
leg.
Chad.
Thanks.
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Don't let us down, brother.
I will try my hardest.
We're all counting on you.
Hey,
right.
listen, I'm putting 20 on Chad. Is anyone?
I'll throw in 20.
You on Chad?
No
Drew,
problem.
you want in on this action?
Can't do it. I'm betting you can't do it.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah?
he's going to run out of steam around 14.
Kevin says no. Drew says no.
Mhm.
Jeremy and I say
At a
yes.
certain point, your body just can't produce.
All right. Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Can you call us back Sunday and tell us what happened?
I will do that.
All right.
All right.
If you can dial. All right, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Thanks a lot.
Good
guys.
times. Hey, you know what, Chad?
Good
Start. You know what I would do? I'd go dry with no porn for the first few,
Why?
because I
Good call.
would use that porn as a carrot hanging out in front of the mule. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you need something to keep him real...
Built up on supplies.
Yeah, but your body is sort of gets momentum. It's stimulated by...
Do you have satellite?
No.
I was going to say you may want to start off with the Playboy channel and work your way up to the Vivid channel as the night goes on.
I don't know. You see, I would go dry. I'd go off memory and no lube for like the first 5 as sort of a psychological advantage because I'd want the porn waiting around the corner. That would be my motivation to get to the double digits. No porn the first in single digits.
Right.
That's what I'd do. And I'd try to squeeze off a few early and see if I could build up a little, pad a lead,
This is a great conversation. I'm so
Carrie,
proud to be here.
Are you listening? Carrie, you're 20. What's up?
Oh, my boyfriend is 6'5" and I'm 5'3", and every time he tries to enter me from behind, it just ends up in giggles because it just can't. It doesn't work because he's so much taller than me.
18 inches versus 18 inches.
What do you...
We had that video on our bus on the last tour.
What's that? What is that?
18 inches versus 18 inches. Bridget the Midget versus Star, and then there was a dude, pretty big dude.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty
good.
Oh,
huge.
my God,
She
man.
started by doing a few chin-ups on it and then got down.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. My brain doesn't go...
Is she really 8? She's not. Is she 8?
No, I believe she's a little taller than that. It was more of a advertising gimmick, I think.
Right, I see.
But he was like 18 inches.
Yeah, he was pretty
He
big.
was.
Yeah.
She was definitely a little person.
She was probably more like 28, 29 inches. But, in the porn industry, they use a lot of hyperbole when they advertise, Drew. It's called artistic
Was she a
license.
dwarf or a midget? Or could you tell?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Dwarf had the short limbs.
She had short limbs.
Yeah, she definitely...
They look sort of normal.
Yeah, she was a dwarf.
Yeah.
Dude, he was tall, man. And long.
And was she doing everything to it?
Everything.
Absolutely everything.
And did she do anything weird like, try to pole vault or hang her laundry off it or, like I said, do a chin-up or do something like that? I mean, did they work some humor into it?
I think just the usual stuff was impressive
That's
enough.
funny enough.
Yeah,
All right.
she was...
Carrie?
Yeah.
So, now, you're talking about like doggy style.
Yeah. It ends up being rather humorous, and it really limits what we can do.
Uh-huh. Can you get some sort of phone book or something you can kneel on? The equivalent to a high chair?
We sort of tried that. I end up slipping off of it. We've tried pillows. Maybe something...
Well, you know it'll work. Can you get on the bed and he stands up next to the bed?
Mm-hmm.
Drew's giving a no and nod there.
That's what I was going to say.
He dated a gymnast in college. You know what I'm talking about.
He's still too tall.
All right, can you saw out part of the subflooring at the edge of the bed?
How about the kitchen table or the counter?
Yeah, I mean, you got to get the bed up high enough so that he can stand. Jesus Christ. I mean, you got to improvise here, honey.
Or maybe on the couch
Yeah.
with,
on the arm?
your hands up on the backrest part. I'm not... I'm just saying, I'm just trying to help you out here.
I mean, listen, between the two of you, you can figure this one out.
Maybe you got a little Chicago playing in the background. I don't know, maybe a fire.
Journey usually helps.
What if you stood on the bed and he stood off the bed?
Wouldn't standing make it impossible to do it doggy style?
Nah, it's not, no.
Okay.
I mean, dogs wouldn't do it that way, but that's a technicality.
Okay.
All right, try that.
Okay.
Can you try it real
out.
quick? Is he there?
Yeah, we'll hang on. I'll tell you what, you could kneel on the bed and he could put some heels on and it would probably work out. Or is he too tall when you're kneeling on the bed?
Too tall.
When you're kneeling on the bed.
Uh-huh.
All right, put
standing.
put the bed up on some phone books then. Improvise, honey. All right?
Yeah.
All right, how's his size? Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, well, but he's glad to hear that.
Would standing, I guess doing it standing up would be pretty much impossible unless he was, holding me up, right?
Doing it standing up?
Yeah.
You mean like you bent over standing up?
No, facing each other standing.
Oh, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
Forget about it.
Well, you got to wrap your legs around him, right?
Oh, okay. But he would pretty much sort of have to support me.
Yes.
Well, you could do it in space, or you could hook up some sort of elaborate harness system. But other than that, yes, he'd have to hold you.
Well,
what are you asking? You think you're just going to bump bellies and have intercourse?
No.
Well, yeah, you put your legs around him. That works better, you being smaller, right?
That's true.
Okay, baby.
All right.
All right. She sounds like she's looking for excuses not to do this, or she failed some geometry course or something. Suzanne?
Yes?
You're 30?
Pardon?
You're 30 years
Yes,
old?
I'm 30.
Yes, you're on with Lit.
Okay, I'm calling from Tucson, and my boyfriend just came down with herpes. It's a real drag.
Whoa. He just came down with it.
He's just got an active case.
It's going around this year.
Pardon?
Especially, people work around kids. Sometimes Herb from the office will have it, and then the whole floor gets it. Well, that's what I mean.
Like on his scrotum and all over his penis. It's bad.
So he had it already, and he's just having an outbreak now.
No, he never had it in his life.
Well, where did he get it?
He says he got it from me, and I have oral herpes. What do they call it? Type 1.
Mm.
And I've been asymptomatic. I mean, when I get it, it hurts. I mean, I get cold sores in my mouth, and I've even had it in my sinuses.
I hope the guy... Oh, you've had herpes in your sinuses? I hope the guy who's trying to set the jack-off record is not listening to this conversation, because
I know
that's going to add like 45 minutes to his first.
Well, he probably did get it from your mouth. Either that or he cheated, or...
I don't think he cheated, but the thing that's really weird is that...
What's he do for a living? We'll figure out whether he cheated.
Okay, he owns a carpeting...
Aha!
There it is.
I knew it. Why do you think they put all that padding down?
Dr. Drew.
More than white carpet.
So if a girl has herpes on their mouth and they give you fellatio, you can get it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can get it on your vajunkio?
I actually did not know that.
Well, wait a minute, though. I thought passing oral to genital was kind of hard to do.
No.
Well, Bruce was just talking about this last week, that it was a different kind of bacteria.
It's hard when there's not an outbreak.
I see. All right. Well, geez, when you got it in your nose.
I was asymptomatic.
And it depends. And again, the type 1, type 2 sort of categorization breaks down these days. Both occur in both places.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I've never had genital herpes.
I understand, but it sounds like you have very, really exuberant herpes of the mouth. And
yeah, I've got it totally in like the lacrimal glands and the sinuses, too.
Yep, in your eyes.
So
how do you got in your eye and your nose? Were you nasally?
I've had herpes since I've been a little kid.
Were you nasally raped at some point?
No.
But now,
what happens if somebody has is a mouth breather and sleeps and they drool, right? If you drool,
boy, if you sleep like a bat,
you sleep like a bat hanging down. No, it's actually possible. And when they cultured me, I mean, I've had this for like 10 years. As far as it being in my sinuses and stuff.
All right, well
they didn't believe I had it.
Listen, because you are officially the herpes queen, we believe that your boyfriend got it from you.
Yeah.
No.
And by the way, this guy...
That's the thing that's so weird is that I...
All right, hold on. This guy deserves the Congressional Medal of Honor for dating this chick. She's like, I have herpes in my eyes, I have it in my ears, I have my nose, I have a herpes filling. And one of my teeth, my car has herpes, my cat has herpes.
But I don't know where my boyfriend got it.
I don't know where he could have got it.
Mysteriously just popped up.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
All right, so he's got it from you, and now he's got it. And I don't know what the question
what's
is, but that's
interesting
enough.
is whether he'll be able to transmit it to her vagina.
Oh,
or
that's
whether,
all she needs.
Or whether she'd be protected from the immunity she's got from the local infection.
I bet she could get it.
That sucks.
I bet she could get it in her eyelashes. I bet she'd have herpes in her stool.
Herpes in the eye is awful.
Oh, yeah, it's bad times.
Fun for the whole family.
Suzanne?
Yeah?
If the herpes takes over more than 60% of your body, I want you to kill yourself. Okay, baby? All right. Now, he owns his own carpet company. Does he install it?
Yeah. Well, no, he has guys install it.
Good.
He does like the figuring and the laying out. And that type of stuff.
All right. I like that knee thing. You know that knee thing?
Pow. The knee stapler.
Don't see it as much as I used to.
Seems kind of primitive now.
Used to be like on commercials and stuff for Carpeteria and other. Sears installs indoor-outdoor carpeting on your patio, in your dining room, and they'd show the guy whacking that thing with his knee.
What do they use instead?
They don't use anything else. They still use the knee thing. It's just somehow the country is not as enamored with that knee device as they were when it came up. Yeah, it's a lot like the Brannick device they use in the shoe stores. Remember when they would measure your foot and that that aluminum thing.
Now people just sort of know what size they are.
Now they kind of well, now they do what they should have done when they were using that thing. They go, "Hey, what size you wear?" And you go 11. They go, "Hey, all right." Before they wouldn't believe you. They go, "Yeah, come here, wise guy." Aha, 11 and an 1/8. Well, you're not so smart, are you? All right, let's talk to what is that, Marielle? Marielle?
Hi, Marielle.
Yeah.
You're 20. You're on with Lit.
Just want to say hi.
Hi.
And I have a couple things to tell Carrie if you're listening. My boyfriend is 6'6" and I'm 5'3", and we don't have any problems.
You don't?
No, not at all.
Well, how do you do the doggy?
Sorry about that. What we do is I put my legs really close together.
Yeah.
And I pick my butt up really, really high.
Right.
And there's no problem at all.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. He's
himself.
He's oh, nice. I was gonna say putting your legs together and putting your butt up high. That's my fart move. But pow!
We just got back from dinner. There's going to be a few of those.
That's fine with me. I'll see if I can work something up.
You sound just like my boyfriend.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Jeez, you're 5'3", he's 6'6", so he breaks when your hair moves, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
There's no doubt about it.
Got anything going? I don't smell anything over there.
No,
dude,
all right?
why is that still funny? Yeah, I've known this guy for 12 years, and he's like 29, and he just rips one, and I crack up. I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, that's good.
There's something funny about
That's good. That's love. That's what Jimmy and I have. Oh, I love farting. The only thing better than farting is farting on guys. All right, Marielle?
Yes.
Yeah, how do you get your ass up that high, though? I mean, he's 6'6". Don't you have to stand on something?
No, I'm just down on my knees, and he's down on his knees.
All right, well, he must lean forward or something.
You would have to ask him. I can't say his name.
Okay. How do you... Okay, baby. All right, happy humping.
Thanks for the vivid description.
Okay, good time.
Yeah.
All right, baby.
I also have a question.
All
What's
right.
that? What's that?
He cannot gain weight no matter how much he eats, how many times a day. He's 6'6", and he's about 170 pounds.
He's 6'6", and he's how much?
170.
And he wants to put weight on.
Most definitely.
How old is he?
21.
Yeah. He's what you call spindly. What do you do about that, Drew?
You may not be able to, at least not the kind of weight he's looking to.
Well, you just drink that Ensure, right?
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, most of these guys,
protein
it's interesting,
powder.
these people that say they're eating a lot, when you really measure what they're doing, they're not.
Yeah.
They don't eat that much, and you have to encourage them to eat till nauseated. That's what
Really?
you tell them to do. If you're not nauseated all the time, you're not eating
I
enough.
do that, but I'm trying to lose weight. But I still wait till I'm nauseated.
And obviously appropriate balance, and start exercising and focus on a program of weightlifting.
He should lift heavier weights, fewer reps, and a bunch of protein powder, right? All right, good times. Lit's here. We're going to take ourselves a little break. When we come back, we'll speak to Chris's girlfriend's breasts. Are huge.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can work up some gas before the night is through.
Bouncy.
If it's Loveline, I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew over there. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tracy Lords is going to be in here next week.
Can you tell her I said hello?
Yeah.
Can I write her a little note on that thing?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Cool.
Jeremy and Kevin are both here from Lit.
Hi.
AJ and Alan will be in here later on as the second half of Lit continues in the 11 o'clock hour. Lit's going to be down at the House of Blues, the brand new House of Blues in Anaheim at the new Disney complex down there, playing tomorrow night, Friday night, and Saturday night. The first band ever to play there, which is very cool. Also, their new CD will be coming out sometime in June, I hear.
Sometime this summer, yeah.
So you guys in the studio now?
We almost. We're still like,
How long from the
writing and-
going into the studio to the hits the record stores time is there?
Nowadays it's pretty quick, There's
As quick as 3 months, right? Something like that.
yeah, pretty much.
Well, when you guys are finished with the CD, it can be on the record shelves how quick? I mean,
Well, our Place in the Sun, when that came out, it was finished like just before Christmas, and it came out February, like third week in February. So
pretty quick.
yeah, 6 weeks, 8 weeks.
We're going to hear something off of Place in the Sun. Yeah.
No?
Yeah, Anderson seems to think it's a good spot.
All right.
Why is that? We don't take a call? All right. Why do I got to screw up every time? Every time we even get close to doing something close to radio, I just put my foot in my mouth. All right, let's hear something from
What
Lit.
song?
We're going to hear Miserable.
All right.
Yeah, you all right
next,
with that?
next hour, we're going to play something that no one's ever heard. It's a real sludgy, metally song. Actually, it's an old Ace Frehley song, but we're going to...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. We did it.
We did it.
Was that on a Kiss album?
It was on an Ace Frehley solo album, and we redid it for the fun of it.
Good.
And we brought it here for the listeners of Loveline.
But speaking of good radio, that isn't the one we're going to hear now.
No.
That's a teaser for next hour.
Stay tuned.
We're here Miserable
Please
now.
stay tuned because
all you got to do is get through this next song, and in an hour from now, you're going to hear the Ace Frehley one. Here we go. All right, there you go. There's your Lit. That's an Ace Frehley song off of Welcome Back Ace. Came out in 1977, I believe. It's when he had a little blowout with the band. But, no. We will hear something else from Lit. We will hear that Ace Frehley song later on in the evening.
Or maybe an Aretha Franklin song. We have one of those, too. Whichever.
Really?
You know, since we're playing House of Blues, maybe we can play that.
Well, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Did you really? Did you cover an Aretha Franklin song?
Yes, we did.
I want
one?
the callers to vote.
On which one they want to hear?
Yeah.
I don't think our callers know either one of those artists. All right, let's talk to Chris. Chris is 17. Chris?
Hey, Adam.
What's up?
Hey, I'd just like to say you're a genius.
Well, thank you.
You're the funniest man on radio.
Whatever.
All right. Thank you.
All right, I've been going out with my girlfriend for about a year now, and we've been having sex for about 6 months. And I'd say we'd have it at least 30 times. And she's always had large breasts, but they sag a lot. But I haven't started to notice it since till now. And I'm wondering if it's because she doesn't like it or what I could... If
they're sad. They get sad and starts...
Well, he looks at his penis. When his penis doesn't like it, it hangs down. When it's happy, it sticks out. He's doing the math. All right, Chris. Chris, what, are you pre-med?
No.
No. No, biology major? No. You're heading. You're going to work for your cousin's carpet cleaning place when you graduate, right?
But
where are you going? Junior college?
Yeah, I'm going to Arizona State.
Wow, that's 4-year junior college over there. All right, so her breasts are probably sagging because gravity is taking hold of them, not because of their mood.
At different times,
at such a young age. I mean,
yeah, that's some people are that way, and at different times of the month, it might seem more pronounced too.
Yeah, on her period, it does. Would a breast reduction help?
Lift.
Yeah, they don't really do a lift. Wasn't Marcel regaling us with this?
I talked to Dr. Marcel, who's Drew's plastic surgeon buddy, who's more like a pimp than a plastic surgeon, really. Who's got like a pinky ring and a gold tooth. Plastic surgeons are the pimps of the doctor world.
Suspicious.
True, really, seriously, are they not? Who wears more jewelry, a plastic surgeon or a podiatrist? Hey, on average, if you were to play some money on it.
I've not noticed that Marcel wears jewelry.
Oh, yeah, you see him. Come on. You see
or a heart surgeon.
He was at the tan salon, a couple hours earlier.
Suspicious.
Here's the deal. There is no such thing as a breast lift, according to him. This is something that's been talked about for years. I used to hear it growing up. She had a lift, but apparently maybe it just came over from the facelift. But he said there's no such thing as a breast lift.
They just reduce or they put implants.
Right.
Or both, right?
Or both.
Chris?
Yes.
How big are her breasts?
They're 36D.
Nice. And are they really sagging that much at 17?
Yeah, all my friends make fun of me all the time, stuff like that.
All right.
How do they know?
Sex and they're not, so I don't care.
How do they know that there's such...
Well, you can tell kind of at school sometimes.
All right. Well, this is the kind of thing that she's probably going to have to deal with at some point in her life, but it shouldn't, not in your time. You guys will be broken up in a few months anyway.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I hope she's listening.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Listen, you're going where, to Arizona State?
That's right.
Yeah, it's Sodom and Gomorrah over there. You can't have a relationship over there.
I'm not planning on it.
I know, but it's just a bunch of naked people drunk, like hallucinating and raping cactus and stuff. I mean, there's no education over there.
They have a good sports broadcasting.
Yeah, no, okay, that's not education.
Yeah, Chris,
yelling the mustards off the hot dog in unison with a bunch of classmates.
How many sports broadcasters sound like Heshers, like Chris? He's going to have to put the bong down if he's going to...
Well, I don't know. He may be part of the new breed of burnout sportscasters.
Hey, I pounded a few while I was on hold, sorry.
All right. All right.
I want that job in there when.
Hey, your commercial
music
breaks
thing's
are
over.
perfect distance, too. I can get one off in that time.
Oh.
What was that? Kevin again?
Yeah, nice.
Wow. I'm never looking when he.
I even raised the mic for you, man.
I felt like I missed it. Drew, would you tip me off?
I'll let you know.
Next time I'm going to light it. I'm going to try to light it for
He's
you.
up 2. He's up 2. All right, Chris. We got to go.
All right, thanks, bro.
All right, I got to figure out how to breathe through my skin. Just hold on. All right, should we say? Let's just say hi to Tiffany, and we'll
I can answer
take a
quickly.
little break. Tiffany,
Yeah?
you're 15.
Yeah.
What's up?
First of all, I want to say you guys...
Oh, there we go.
Whoa, that's rad that
Thanks
you just
a lot.
got that on the air.
You snuck that in there. That was cool.
No, we put her.
Thank you.
We dumped that. All right.
You got rid of her for that?
No, we didn't necessarily get rid of her.
She's back. There she is.
There she is.
We just had to do a little 6-second delay thing. Hey, Tiffany,
Yeah?
please with the F word.
I'm sorry.
You're 15 for
They're
Christ's
like the
sake.
greatest band and get a little too... Yeah.
What's your question?
Dr. Drew, for about 2 years, I've had these like weird symptoms, and I've told my friend Dean, and he thinks I might have toxic shock syndrome.
Well, toxic shock is not something that lasts 2 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just like barely started or something. Like he didn't exactly clarify things with me.
Dean, the gynecologist, or Dean, the guy who's building a hovercraft 2 doors down with a lawnmower engine. Which Dean would it be?
He's an idiot. He thinks.
All right.
Yeah.
So why are you asking him about your
Look,
delicate
toxic shock
problems
is
for?
confusion, high fever, rash, kidney failure. You are sick with that. I mean, really sick, and like you need to be in the hospital.
Wasn't that like an 80s thing with like the tampons?
I've seen a few cases. I haven't seen it lately. No. Oh, no. I actually treated a case of somebody had toxic shock from nasal impactions.
Whoa.
Any body
More nasal rape?
Any body orifice that's occluded, you can get toxic shock.
What do you mean? You mean blocked off?
Yes.
So
Isn't that from tampons? Keeping a tampon in too
That's
long?
the other way. Common way.
Tiffany?
Yeah.
All right, and stop going to Dean for medical advice, would you please?
And if you're having a lot of funny medical symptoms, go ahead and get a diagnosis, find out what's going on, all right?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
That's a good idea.
All right. Bye.
All right. Dean will be insulted when he finds out he consulted.
Seeking a second opinion.
How dare you consult another physician? No, hand me that wrench. All right, Jeremy and Kevin are both here. Kevin, if you got something during the break, hang on to it.
I will.
We'll save it for the air.
We'll be right back.
Lid is here, and we'll be back after this. Yep, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Jeremy and Kevin are both here from Lit. Alan and AJ will be in here a little bit later on. Place in the Sun is the name of the CD. House of Blues, the new House of Blues. I don't know. What do they got, like 10 of those now? Out in Anaheim, they're going to be opening tomorrow night and Saturday night, but it's sold out. So what are you going to do? Back to the phones. Kelly?
Yeah.
You're 16?
Yeah.
What's up?
No, I just want to know, like, what happens when you swallow, like, a lot of amount?
From a lot of different people?
No, like, just from one person. You know, I want to know if there's, like, any bad effects.
Nothing intrinsically wrong with it. Certainly, it's a good way to get an infectious disease.
No,
right?
it could kill your dad.
Kill your
if you
dad.
found out.
Yes, but that's a little more a lot, just a little more effective way of putting him down.
Yeah, I mean, it could give your dad a heart attack.
Yeah. Short of that, the semen carries lots of
protein.
Well, potential for infected. No, the actual calorie. There's all this stuff about. Is it true that a tablespoon of semen has 1,500 calories? That is what I'm telling my daughter. But it has about 3 calories, in fact. But it has been shown.
So you're saying it's really healthy.
It's a good source of protein.
Drew told me off the air, 1,500 for white guys, 2,000 for black guys. That's what he's telling his daughter. Is that right? He told me off the air. I don't know what it meant.
It
I
finally
didn't think it was funny.
Has been proven that it can transmit HIV, and there's all potential for other viral conditions as well. And oral sex can transmit any of the sexually transmitted diseases.
Kelly?
Uh-huh.
Does he have a lot in one sitting, as it were, or is it just something that happens over the course of a week or a month?
It's just something that happens. I mean, really, it doesn't really, like, come out a lot, you know?
Right.
Do you get any abnormal symptoms, any problems?
No, not really.
Okay.
All right.
What's it taste like? Is it salty?
Where does that vomit sound?
Just spit it in a plant or something.
Okay.
Yeah. No, but not on him.
Okay,
That's
I just
bad
wanted
taste.
to know.
All right, baby.
Keep it in your mouth and then French kiss him.
Yeah.
All right, well, you guys rock. You guys are cool.
Thank you
very much.
Okay, well,
I'd like to apologize for Kevin right now.
All right, Kelly.
Tasteless.
Kelly, do you have any other hobbies?
no, not really.
That's about it. Just blowing your boyfriend. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
All right. Enjoy.
Bye.
People think this substance is different. They think it's like a nuclear waste or something. Like
Adam,
it.
Adam.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I got
You
something.
got something going on? Go ahead,
hold on.
Kevin. And because Kevin's a musician, he knows exactly where to position the microphone. I mean, that mic was halfway up his ass. That's beautiful.
Dude,
All
this
right.
is not good.
Can Tracy Lords get anything on Sunday from Kevin's microphone today? Is there a possibility?
I'm down 3-0, Drew. My
Adam, come on, dude. You got to represent.
I know. You know the thing about me, it's like either game on or game off. My ass is like Dave Kingman when he used to play baseball. It was either strikeout or homer. It was either a 450-foot shot or nothing. Walk back to the dugout.
I had a fillet before I got here, so I think that's helping me out a lot.
I never know how to break it down. It's just some nights are magic and some aren't.
We don't want to hear your woeful tales. Come on, let's go.
Who cares?
Allison. Allison?
Yeah.
You're 21?
Yes.
You're on with Lit and Kevin's ass. What's up?
Okay. I know you've answered this before, but it's never really applied to me. But I've been dating a guy for a while, and I haven't slept with him yet, but I know he has a penis piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering two things. One, is it possible for that to rip a condom? And
Yes,
the other one,
yes.
Is it possible to tear anything up in there, or like?
I've
an
never
infection or
heard.
anything?
I've never heard of it harming anyone, but it can definitely rip a condom. And for that reason, many of these tattooing or piercing places will sell these reinforced tipped condoms.
Okay.
How does that work? Is it a special condom?
Yeah.
It's not a insert you put over a stock condom?
Not that I'm
like
aware of.
putting a snow tire on a Jeep or something like that?
No.
All right. Hey, Allison?
Yes.
Does he have like the Prince Albert variety?
That's what I've heard. I don't exactly know what that is, but that's what people have told me.
That goes through the urethra and pops out on the underside of the head. It always hurts my penis when I talk about it. And wouldn't you be frightened as a woman if a guy was really getting going, really finding his rhythm, and that the thing might pop off and grab something and just turn you inside out when he pulled out?
I haven't really thought of that one, but
Let's pull out the anatomy book again.
Isn't there anything you could hook on to?
No.
Really? Yeah, but if something was... I mean,
if you hooked it like a fish.
Yeah, it was like you dropped an anchor or something out of the back of your van. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, you could pull something out, couldn't you? Grab like some fallopian tubing or some intestine or something. How many lineal feet of fallopian tubing do they keep up there?
Just a big
40, 50 feet?
Just a spool of it. I'm not
Just
sure.
a big roll? Guy sells it by the lineal foot. All right. Hey,
You know what? I just thought of something that just really kind of horrified me. My gram and pop are listening right now.
Nice.
Gram, pop, I just want you to know I'm not farting or
advocating.
No, he does not condone it
penile
in any
piercing.
way. He does not. He actually really laid into Kevin during the last break.
That's right. Thanks, Adam.
I mean, you know, he put his beer and his cigarette down, and he really laid, and the Jägermeister, and he really laid into Kevin.
Adam's
about that farting.
grandmother's listening too, and she's going to discuss the pronunciation of the finer points of the male anatomy.
My grandmother sat me down a few months ago and said, "Listen, I've been listening to this show. It is not clitoris; it's clitoris." That was her input to the show.
Thanks, Grandma.
Nice.
Kathy,
Hello?
you're 15.
Yeah.
What's
hi,
up?
Adam.
How are you?
I just want to tell you that I love you so much.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Why? Because you're so gorgeous.
Oh, baby, you got problems.
And Dr. Drew, my best friend Vanessa, she thinks you're very sexy.
Okay.
Well, that's it.
What
do you
Kathy?
need?
And nothing, I just wanted to let you know that I love you very much.
Oh, thank you.
And if I can visit you someday.
All right. Look, about, what are you, 15?
Yes.
3 years I'll see you, all right?
3 years?
Yep.
Why?
Well, you'll be 18, and I won't quite be 40 yet. So it'll
Where
work out
do you
just
live?
Fine.
I live in Commerce.
Oh, that's beautiful over there, that city of commerce.
Yes.
It's God's country over there. It really is. It's beautiful.
Didn't you used to work here in Commerce or something? You're a construction worker or something?
I worked, let's see, how far is Commerce from Gardena?
I have no idea.
Oh, well,
Isn't
that's
there a
not
casino
too
in
close.
Commerce?
I worked at a, I did a construction job for a place that built decorative boxes, a huge sweatshop. I mean, thousands and thousands of square feet, and all they did was build nice boxes. It was really ironic because it was a whole bunch of, like, poor, downtrodden Latino women who were just eating off a lunch truck and, sitting in a big assembly line, and they were building these, like, boxes that very expensive perfume and gift, these Estee Lauder boxes where you buy this and you get that for free. It was quite ironic that they were building it. But I was down there miserable too. This is many years ago. That's where all the casinos are. You remember those commercials?
There's one by the 5 freeway. I remember, like the bicycle.
You guys ever go down there?
Yeah.
I get commerce and industry mixed up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Those two cities I get a little bit.
And it was very
same
quiet,
thing.
very smoky. They don't have slot machines, so you don't hear the change dropping.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's
very
weird.
depressing.
I can't figure it out. It's like this kind of gambling's legal, but that kind of gambling's
Yeah,
not.
what's the deal?
But they used to have a great commercial where they'd run at like 2 in the morning. They go, "The Poker and Keno Pan Society of Gardena welcomes you to Gardena." It was like a bad homemade commercial. They go, "The Horseshoe, Italian cuisine, exquisite." They go, "The Normandy, you're on the French Riviera." And I thought, Jesus Christ, you're sitting in Commerce or in Gardena. I don't think you're on the French Riviera. I don't think anyone who's ever been down there has mistaken it for the French Riviera. How drunk do you have to be to think you're on the French Riviera? You're stepping outside.
I think there's a spearmint rhino in Commerce.
There's a van that says Lovetron parked out in the parking lot with some Kragers on it and gunfire. That ain't the French Riviera. All right, we're going to take ourselves a little break. I think we got a little shift change with Lit.
Already?
Well, that's it. Is that it?
I got 5 more minutes.
Well, go argue with AJ and Alan. We'll take ourselves a little break, and we'll be back after that.
We're here with Lit. It's Loveline, fastest hour in radio.
I give it a 4. I give that a 4.
Supposed to be lame.
All right, Alan and AJ are here. We have done the changing of the guard for Lit, and we don't have to talk to you guys about anything. Is there anything you miss? That we missed with the first incarnation of Lit?
I think we covered everything.
I think Kevin covered everything.
Yeah, and I get the pleasure of using his mic.
Yeah, how's that doing? Is that all right?
All right? Yeah, we're pretty close, so it's okay.
All right. Yeah, this room will hold a fart. It's all the fabric on the wall.
Yeah.
Drew, you testify to that.
Adam, you have loaded the walls here.
You guys didn't hear us, but I had such gas one night. Drew was out in the hall with a 20-foot extension on his mic doing the show, sitting on a trash can out in the hallway.
A turned upside down trash can in the hall because I could not. And I'm not faint-hearted, right?
No, you're a physician.
Yeah.
You've dealt with many.
Couldn't handle it.
Many things like this.
That's unacceptable.
That was one of my greatest ass triumphs ever, is putting you out in the hall. My second, or I think my first, I just love this story. I know I've told it a couple of times, but my partner, Jimmy Kimmel, the Emmy Award-winning Jimmy Kimmel, he likes to fart on people all the time, and I like to fart on him, and becomes a little battle. And one night he was over at my house. We had a bunch of guys over, and we were playing cards, and he was helping me clean up in the kitchen. We barbecued some stuff, and he was we were a little drunk or stoned or something, and he was trying to clean up. And I took a cylinder of Trader Joe's coffee beans. They come in this 1-quart cylinder type can. And it was empty. I mean, there were about 4 beans rattling around at the bottom. And his back was to me because he was standing at the sink doing some dishes. And I took that can and I put it against my ass so hard that it was an actual hermetic seal. Like it made a pop noise when I pulled it off of my ass. And I pressed it up against my ass and I filled it. Like it was right against the ass and just and then I took it from my ass and I whipped it around and I said, "Jimmy, there's nothing better than fresh roasted French roast coffee." And I put the can and he took his face, and when you sniff coffee,
you take it
someone
in.
gives you a can of whole bean coffee, you don't do it from a foot and a half away. You'll bury your face. He took his face, he buried it in this can, and he just went. And then he took like a beat, and then he like looked at the can, and then he looked at me, and he realized he'd been poisoned.
I gotta try that
he
one.
just like fell. He started like spraying water on his face. It's like, you know, the reason that was such a triumph for me is you can fart on a guy's head all you like, but you can't get him to take it in.
Right.
You cannot force him to take it in. He took this one in. I mean, he inhaled my ass.
Oh, boy.
It was great.
Now, this is wonderful.
I'm a little concerned about the imagery of penetration that you keep revisiting with your friend Jimmy.
It was one. I wish we were gay. I've said it many times. Billy?
Yeah.
You're 25. What's up?
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Hey.
Hello.
How you doing, brother?
I'm excited about tomorrow. I'll be there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You're not the one with. Are you the one with the bent penis?
I don't know. I might.
What's up, Billy?
No, I actually have a problem.
You're
reason I'm
gay.
calling is, well, I have. I've been in an actual rock band for a while, and our manager and I are both married. I have 2 kids. I don't know how to tell, and he doesn't really know how to tell his wife. I don't know how to tell my wife that we've been kind of having a relationship together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of freaky. I have. Excuse me.
You're gay and he's gay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're close. Our families are close. I mean,
You just didn't know it until you developed this relationship, or what?
actually, with me, I didn't know it until this relationship started.
And this is your manager?
Yes.
Well, I've blown my manager, but it was just to get him to reduce his rate from 15 down to 10. I mean, we do what we have to. It's business, right? It's not that. Wasn't that?
The thing is I've got 2 kids.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any kids, but our family and his family are really close. We've been a part of this whole,
Right.
band manager thing for quite a while, and we're kind of.
All right. So do you think there's any chance of you in the heterosexual lifestyle, or is this it?
I think this is it. I don't know. I got married. I got this girl pregnant in high school.
Oh, boy.
And back then, I was really, really hiding myself. She was kind of like my decoy, if you know what I mean.
What do you want to do?
We both talked about it, and we really both want to let him know and maybe start, a serious, I guess, thing with ourselves.
All right, but listen, here's what I would say. Why do you involve? I wouldn't involve him.
What do
I
you
mean, if
just
you
end the
well,
relationship.
if you're gay and you want to be out of the heterosexual relationship that you're in, say that, but don't tell him here's and I'm blowing Herb at the same time.
I mean,
most gay guys are named Herb. So
I would think that it must be.
It used to be Bruce. That's most guys.
It must
gay
be
guys were
somehow
named.
easier to end a marriage around this issue because there's sort of no
what are you gonna do,
negotiation.
argue? Yeah, you
It's
can't
like,
argue.
Hey,
with
that's
gay.
it. That's it. It's not going to work.
But since she knows him and he's close to the family and stuff, why don't you just have a sit down with your wife? But why do you have to bring him up? I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to bring up your next relationship to whoever you're breaking up with, no matter what direction you're going.
Problem. I don't really have. It's not that big of a problem that I'm going to let her know this. To me, it's more of a big deal that it's with him. To me, it's
why do you need to? Why would she know? I mean, she'll find out down the road, but why don't you give it to her in increments? Why do you have to dump it all on her in one night?
First, just get it clear that you need the relationship to be over.
Right.
It's not really good to have a relationship with your manager in that way, anyways.
Really, the only hurtful thing you've done is to break the trust of the marriage. And being gay is something you've realized, and okay, that's that. But you've gone ahead and acted on it without first giving your wife a chance to disengage from this relationship.
All right. I tell her, listen, honestly, I need my space, and I need the space in my ass filled, and I have to hang. No, I would say, listen, I'm gay, and we got to break up, and then later on she'll find out about all this stuff. But let it.
It won't matter to
unfurl.
her so much then. Then that's
right.
Will seem natural almost.
Jesus, that's a good out though. If you want out of a relationship, the gay out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still
thinking
saving
about
that
the
one.
kids more than anything.
Yeah, I know. That's going to be tough.
But I mean,
it is what it is. I mean, there's no.
You don't think you should hang out and fake it?
Well,
is that going to do the kids any good?
I mean, if the wife wants to do it that way,
but he won't do it that way.
I don't think so.
All right, let's talk to Michael. Michael?
Yes, sir.
You're 29. What's up?
I want to know how to get over abandonment issues that I have from my past.
Therapy.
Who abandoned you?
Well, it wasn't a direct abandonment so much as it was a distancing, if you will.
Uh-oh. What's up?
Well, my father was a truck driver, and he stayed in state, which means he was home when I was younger, but it was more like he went to work when I went to bed. He came home while I was at school. He was in bed when I got home from school.
Yeah.
So you never saw him?
Virtually, no. He worked about 80 hours a week.
Well, he's a trucker, though. What were you guys going to talk about? You know what I mean? Price of diesel fuel, one of those, toasters you plug into your cigarette lighter. I mean, there's really not a lot to talk about with truckers.
And this isn't the whole story with this guy.
No, you sound really screwed up. Are we right?
Thank you. Yeah, to some extent or another, I imagine. So, I feel like I'm undeserving of being loved.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I'm fat, I'm ugly, that kind of stuff.
Oh, well, all right. Well, really? How much do you weigh?
328.
Okay, that's fat. But listen.
6'8", though.
Oh, 6'8". Hey, sorry.
Watch out.
Yeah. Hey, listen. What do you do for a living?
I'm a mental health technician.
Fantastic. What does that mean? You just lift crazy people all day?
Pretty much.
Sits and talks to him.
Do you talk to them?
Oh, yeah.
You don't restrain them?
On occasion, but I prefer to de-escalate them.
I see. All right. So what about seeking some help for yourself? I mean, you're in that field.
Well, it's expensive, even with the insurance, and number two, I kind of feel like I want to do it myself.
Do it yourself.
Why, though? Why bother? I mean, you don't fix your own transmission. You don't cut your own hair.
But if I knew something about fixing my own transmission, I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, but I hope you understand that the field you're in, that no one fixes themselves.
Yeah, what about all the people that you work with?
People
They're not fixing
heal.
themselves.
People heal. Their mental health heals by virtue of connection with other people, and the only way those connected relationships change is when it's either in some sort of structure, such as 12-step, or being led through with a professional, like in the therapeutic process.
Hey, Michael, are you living alone and eating TV dinners and masturbating every Friday night and crying and doing that kind of stuff?
Well, I don't cry.
Oh, I do. I do, because I swear it's the last time every time.
I'm disgusted.
I get disgusted. I get disgusted when I tell so funny. I'd love to see some time lapse on me. I saw Private Ryan last night at 2 in the morning on HBO. I was sitting there. I was actually weeping. I was watching Private Ryan. I was drinking some wine, and tears were rolling down my eyes at the end when he's like at the grave and he's saluting and the whole thing. And within 2 minutes, I was whacking off.
You flipped over to Cinemax?
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden, it's like, all right, Private Ryan's on. Switch over to Playboy. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, hey, what's this? Yeah. Now
That's
it's tears of joy now. Yeah, I thought, wow, what range I have as a male. I was crying a minute and 30 seconds ago. Now I'm jacking off. All right, so Michael.
Yes, sir.
Listen, buddy, you got to start taking care of yourself. I don't know. Find something that turns you on. Find something you like. You know what I mean? Something you like to do. Start going on walks. Start getting some therapy.
But you need some relationships. That is what's missing here, and that's where the real change occurs.
You mean on a therapeutic level?
No, if you can find effective
prostitute,
friendships,
whatever.
Well, I seem to have a tendency of picking the wrong type of women.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's where you stay locked into your current psyche.
All right, Michael, come on, get some therapy, would you?
Thank you.
You're good enough. You're smart enough, and god darn it, people like you.
That's right. 6'8", 350.
It's 328.
Oh, 328. It's a lot of man.
Big.
Brett,
Yeah.
you're 13.
Yes.
What is up?
Well, I've been going out with this one girl for 2 weeks, and when I go to hug her, she just backs away. There's I don't feel a connection between us.
How old is she?
She's 13.
Are you her first sort of hug date?
I believe so.
Okay, it could be a little freaky first time around.
Just give it a little time.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks.
Oh, whoa. Wow.
I know, because when you put that kind of time commitment into a relationship, you do expect more. I mean, you think she may be the one, Brett?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys may be getting married or something?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking to start a family?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not now, not at 13, but a couple years down the road.
A couple weeks.
15, 16, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Settle down, you get your permit, she gets her braces off, you guys start to really connect. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Have you guys kissed, Brett?
No, I tried to. She backed away.
Yeah, you had that sort of chocolate milk mucus going, and it freaked her out a little bit. No?
No.
Okay. Do you think she likes you, Brett? She don't like to hug too much. She doesn't like to kiss too much.
Well, it seems like she likes me, but whenever I go to do something with her, she just leaves.
Maybe she's using you. Do you have like a Nintendo or something? I have had bitches do that. They want my Ovaltine. They want my Nintendo.
I think she's just fearful, Brad. Give her a little time. 2 weeks.
They want to ride on the moped.
I know
what they're like.
Seems like a long time, but it's really nothing.
All right, well, just take it slow, Brett.
All right.
All right, there, buddy. Good times.
You're a genius.
Yes, thank you.
You're
all right. It's refreshing because we talk to 13-year-olds, or they're like, I was getting cornholed by my 85-year-old boyfriend, and he pulled out, and I want to know. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, that was kind of refreshing there. That's fine. I don't think she liked him, though.
No.
Didn't seem like she liked him. You know, the beauty of guys is, especially at 13, you can think you're dating someone who doesn't think they're dating you. That doesn't happen later on.
She's cute, so she's your girlfriend automatically.
Yeah, later on in life, you figure that one out. But there's a point through junior high when you think you're actually having a relationship with someone. I mean, I had that with all of Charlie's Angels, with Daisy Duke, with Adrienne Barbeau, with many people
Tracy
on television. Shannon?
Yeah.
Did she have that eating disorder? Was that
Did
Tracy
she?
Gold? Yeah, she did. I would have picked up the pieces. Shannon?
Yeah?
You're 18. What's up?
I'm a big fan of Lit. I'm like their biggest fan, and I just wanted to say hi and that I'm excited about. I can't go to the House of Blues show, but I'm excited about the home video and everything on the website. And I'm the one. I don't know if AJ, if you remember that I always wrote letters about kissing your tattoo.
I think I did get one of those.
Yeah, but you let me kiss it like a while ago, and it was very exciting.
Uh-oh. You're not supposed to say that on the radio.
It wasn't bad. Anyway, I was going to ask.
Did you French kiss it?
Okay,
I'm just kidding. Go.
On the Cribs show, like, they talked about how Jeremy really likes Frank Sinatra to the point where he, like, decorated his house with him and stuff. And I was wondering if any of the rest of you have influences like that.
That sounded kind of sick, huh? With his ashes or something? I collect Elvis Presley stuff. I mean, as far as, like...
It was his birthday a couple of weeks. Did you get the TV guide?
I did. I got 2 of them, but I'm looking for 2 more. I don't know what the other... I'm trying to get the whole collection.
Didn't they do that last year, too, on his birthday? Do some sort of 4 Elvis... I
think that was
TV
NSYNC or something.
No, I think they did like Hawaiian Elvis and Leather Elvis and Comeback Elvis and Gold LeMay Elvis and Bloated on the Pot Elvis. Shannon?
Yes?
Dead on the Throne Elvis. All right. I don't know if we answered your question.
No, I just wanted to say hi to Lit and say that I love them.
Thanks for calling us.
Oh, okay. I'm your biggest fan, I swear.
Thank you.
Baby. But you're such a big fan. You're not going to see him at the House of Blues tomorrow night?
What's up with that?
I live like hundreds of miles away.
Where do you live? What's your address?
Where do you live?
In Northern California.
All right. Thanks, baby. Kevin, you got a fart?
No,
I thought I did, but I'm working on it.
All right. Stand by.
Yeah, let's get him his own mic, please.
George? No, you can use mine. George?
Okay. Yeah.
You're 23.
Yeah.
What's up?
Sometimes when I do a girl, like when she's facing, like, the way I'm facing, when she's riding me, I feel like
Turn your radio down, genius.
All right, hold on.
Oh, boy. Did he hang up or just put us on hold? What was he saying? When he does a girl and she's facing?
Hello.
Yes?
All right.
You're banging a chick and she's facing toward Mecca.
And she's riding you?
Yeah.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like I hit a bone or something inside of her.
Yes.
What is that?
That's her, ouch. That's her spinal cord.
That sounded cool.
Just go ahead and pick up a look on. You have access to a computer?
Not at the moment.
Yeah, I just think you might want to look on the maybe
What
anatomy.
what would you hit in there?
Well, you can hit the cervix. That's what most people feel when they're at the tip.
I don't think I've ever made it that far.
As you're pulling back, you can hit the lip of the pubic bone, and then you can hit the sacrum if you're going sort of downwardly.
I think I could hit the cervix if I had another guy pushing on my ass. But I don't have enough. I don't have a good angle. I don't have enough leverage to do it myself. But if I could get a guy behind me, like he was trying to, bump start a car, something really pushing my ass hard, I think I could get it. I think I could do it. Drew? And if she was pushed up against something like a, cinder block wall or something that wouldn't have much flex to it, I think I could get that cervix. I'd like to hit that cervix just once before I die. I guess it's equivalent to like a lot of like short white guys touching the rim or something like that. I just want to get up to that thing once. Drew, how big does your penis need to be to get that cervix?
Depends if you're with the 18-inch tall woman.
Oh, really?
18-inch tall.
Oh, there's hope.
That's beautiful.
All right. I can find, she's pretty shallow, huh? What about the guy with the 18-inch penis and the 2-foot
18 inches versus 18 inches? Were you guys talking about that?
Did it fit?
Awesome.
Did it fit in her?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
yeah?
you got to get it. It's
I think she
great
even,
entertainment.
What do I do to it, though?
What is so entertaining? Is this woman being hurt by this thing?
No, she's
enjoying
embracing it.
I think she
loves
even
it.
deep throats it at one point, and that just
really,
that's
it's
baffling.
hilarious.
Yeah.
It went into one of her lungs. So she died of pneumonia. All right. Selena,
Yeah.
you're 16.
Yeah.
What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to say hi to AJ because I love him so much.
Oh,
and
hello.
I love Lit, and I was just wondering, like, my favorite song on the CD is Perfect One, and I was just, like, wondering what inspired you guys to do that song.
What inspired Perfect One? It's just a sappy love song, isn't it? No, it's kind of that woe is me guy who can't get the hot chick and sort of wishes he could.
I love that song, and it's like me and my boyfriend's song.
Oh, that's cool.
So perfect.
Where are you calling from?
Tucson, Arizona.
You guys gonna? Now, what are you guys gonna do? You're gonna make the CD and then go tour?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you'll be in Tucson eventually.
Early summer, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be there then.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's good times Tucson there in the summer. Yeah, it's a nice crisp 122, 123
in the shade, of course.
Well, if there was shade. You get close enough to a cactus, I guess you find some shade or maybe a parking structure or something sometimes. That's beautiful country out there. The dust blowing around. It's lovely. All right, Selena.
Oh, I also want to say that my best friend Erica, it's her birthday next week, and I just wanted to tell you that she loves you too. So.
Happy birthday, Erica. Tell her I said happy birthday.
Okay.
All right, Selena.
Bye-bye.
We'll take ourselves a little break. We'll be back with more Lit after this.
Cool.
Loveline will be right back, so get your problems ready.
It's the Loveline. Alan are both here from Lit.
Hello.
We will hear something off the Ace Frehley solo project.
Are we playing that
Are
song?
we going to play that one?
That's what Jeremy says.
I thought we were doing Chain of Fools. Where is he?
You're doing the Aretha Franklin one.
Yeah, I thought that's when we were.
I don't know
The
which one
band
we're
is
gonna do.
split. Well, we'll figure it. They can argue about it during the next break, and then we'll get to the bottom of it. Jessica?
Yeah?
You're 17. What's up?
Okay. When I was younger, like in elementary school, my parents got divorced when I was probably in like first grade. And when I went over to my dad got a new girlfriend. And I'd go over to their house and we'd always like fall asleep in the same bed because we'd fall asleep watching movies or something. And my dad and his girlfriend would have sex in the same bed while I was supposedly sleeping.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, there's a part of me that respects that. But what, did he not have a big pad? Could they have gone somewhere else?
Well, we always fell asleep in their bedroom because it was the only room with a TV in it. And we had like an evening ritual of watching movies and...
But they could have gone to another room, or they could have put you in another room.
Yeah, and
it's possible.
It also happened like more than once, and
Like,
Did they know you woke up?
no.
And where would you have slept normally? Would you normally sleep on the bed? Did you have your own room?
I had my own room, but see, the thing was is that it wasn't heated, so I kind of like had an open invitation to their room.
I see.
And
Did you understand what was going
This
on?
is sounding like the Taj Mahal over here. Right? We got one TV, and well, the rabbit ears. My dad threw a beer at the other TV, so it was on the fritz. And they had one space heater. He had it duct taped to the foot of his bed. Mine was didn't have windows in my room, so.
Did you understand what was going on around you?
yeah,
Okay.
How old were you?
I was like
6,
It
7?
probably started when I was like 9 and stopped
Okay.
when I was 11.
All right, so that's good and weird. But are you freaked out now?
It's kind of weird. Like, I'm still a virgin,
Yeah.
Good.
and
Drew, you ought to try that with your
Yeah,
daughter.
just thinking, mental note.
Hey, Saturday night, honey, you sleep with me and Mom. Drew, you do it while the TV's still on, right? It's a good angle. Yeah, freak her out. All right. I mean, do you have to let this freak you out?
Well-
I mean, you're 17. You can kind of understand it now.
yeah, well, it's not so much that like it bothers me that it did happen. I'm afraid that it's gonna affect like once I get into sexual, like when
Like you might yell out "daddy" or something.
No, like I don't know, like with what I've done.
Yeah. Hey, could you turn the cars down, please?
Sorry.
Is that the cars?
Yes.
Hey, do I know a riff or do I
That's
know a
pretty
riff?
good.
That's "Don't You Stop." Like, just to prove me right, turn it up and put the phone over there.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, you want me to? Turn
Yeah,
it on?
go ahead. Turn it up and put the phone by it so
I
we
just
can.
turned it off, but
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine then. That's fine.
All right, Adam, what track number is it?
That was 3 off of Candy-O.
That's pretty good. Was she 17 and listening to the Cars? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, Jessica.
Virgin?
Yeah.
You know, here's the real problem. It's not that your dad had sex in front of you, as much as it is you were raised by the guy who thought it was okay to have sex.
That asshole.
That's worse.
Was dad? Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've had like a lot of problems with my dad.
Yeah.
There you go.
No kidding.
Like, yeah, because he was an alcoholic and
There we go.
verbally abusive and all this
All
stuff.
right.
There.
But like once I get into like a sexual situation, like I'm really detached from everything.
Yeah, that's probably what you did. How you dealt with being in the bed with Dad and his girlfriend. And
He didn't set his beer on you or anything, did he?
No.
And I suspect that when you find a good abusive alcoholic, suddenly you'll be available and involved.
Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah. So you really, a little Al-Anon might do you some good or Alateen if you're willing to go, and that would really, and you can talk about this, and the consequences of your dad's alcoholism on you, and maybe grow through this in such a way that you make better choices with whom you choose to get involved with, and thereby, with any luck at all, you may be available more sort of really in a sexual relationship.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Jessica?
Yeah?
You know, you're 17. It's 2001 now. It's time to move ahead musically to, let's say, the Culture Club or maybe Wham UK or something in the 80s,
Oh,
perhaps.
I like the 80s.
All right.
All music.
Do you have the Lit album?
No.
Yeah,
That
get the Lit album, would you? And join us in our you know, there's all sorts of stuff. They got these things called CD players.
Yeah,
you can listen to the Lit album on. I know they called an album, but it's just for confusion. All right, Jessica.
All right.
All right. So get some therapy, but don't focus on the sex next to your dad part.
Okay.
Focus on your dad, the alcoholic part.
Oh, have done that.
All right, baby.
Okay.
All right. All right. Listen, I don't mind when this stuff translates into frigidity. You know what I mean? She's not pregnant. She's not blowing every guy in her junior class. I mean, she's freaked out, but maybe that's a good thing.
I think so.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, she's in a lot better shape than a lot of people who call this show.
Yeah.
Melissa?
Yes.
You're 22.
Right.
What's up?
I just wanted to ask Dr. Drew what he could tell me about the birth control Lunel.
What's in it?
It's an injection.
Is that the estrogen-progesterone combo?
I'm not sure.
Because there's a new, I'm not sure what the trade name is, but there's a new one that just came out that is a modification of Depo-Provera that adds estrogen. So hopefully, I haven't had any experience with this yet, but hopefully you won't see the same side effects that you see with the progesterone-only shot, which is very often irritability and mood disturbances and excessive bleeding. Now it's more like the birth control pill.
Why didn't they come up with this years ago?
No.
All right. Melissa, did you say you've tried it?
No, actually, I don't think it's out yet. I think they're, like, just testing it because where I work, they're doing a study, like, for people.
They're studying people? Well, that's good. Do they do birth control? They do it on chimps and mice and sheep and stuff? And then guys have sex with them? No?
Oh, boy. There's a book out there about how primate systems change their behavior when they go under birth control pill. Have I talked about this?
No.
There's a guy named Lionel Tiger that wrote a book called The Decline of the Male. And he's all this literature about you take these primate systems with the alpha males and you put the women on the birth control pill, and they're suddenly not very interested in sex. It decreases their libido, and the male becomes more aggressive and starts masturbating more and acting really strange around the women.
Much more like the man.
Very much like sort of what happens on the Man Show. It's sort of like becomes very interesting territory.
So what is his conclusion?
The conclusion is that putting all these women on the pill is significantly changing the dynamics.
Why does that? Why do you think that does that?
Fundamentally, the progesterone. Well, some women react differently, as you know, to the different hormones, but fundamentally it can decrease libido and change their mood and make them less receptive.
I see. So guys start freaking. So more Nintendo, more jacking off.
Yeah.
For the monkeys.
Speaking of the Man Show, I think you should have an episode where it's all like the trampoline girls.
Yeah, we'd
do like a full.
I'm down. That's easier for me, and that's all people want to see anyway. So I will suggest that this year. We had trampoline auditions on one episode. Well, that was a pretty motley crew showed up for that. But I'll suggest that. All trampolines?
All trampolines, yeah.
We should just put it in the corner and just have it running throughout.
Well, back to the point.
All right. Marty?
Yeah.
You're 28. What's up?
Hey, I'm here with the girls from the band Cleavage. And the girls want to know, do the guys groom their pubes?
Do the guys
the band,
from Lit?
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's ask them.
Oh, yeah.
You got to trim up down there.
Sure.
Oh, yeah?
Do you think it's creepy if a guy shaves it bald down there?
No, we want to know. We want to know because we have a shop, and we want to know if that's the hot thing to be doing.
You have a shop?
Yeah. Who is this?
That was AJ. You have a
shop?
AJ, you've been there.
You have a nut shaving shop?
Sign me up.
What kind of shop?
What kind of shop?
We're a salon. We have a salon.
Oh, and you wax pubes?
Sure.
Ow. Do you ever work on guys?
Yeah.
You work on straight guys or just gay guys?
No, straight guys.
Well, do you work on the guys, though?
Hey, you guys know.
What are you talking about?
I want to know because you've been to our shop.
Hey, Marty?
Where's your shop at?
It's in California.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Oh, I must have been there. I think I have.
We're going to hang up on you, all right?
No.
Are you drunk?
No.
You must be really good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured that. Because you're totally unentertaining, and so we really get the worst of both worlds over the radio because we can't look at you.
Oh,
I'm sure we'd be all ears if you were standing in front of us, but over the radio it's a disaster for us.
Oh, okay.
All right, baby.
Bye.
All right, enjoy the pube shop.
Hey.
Over there.
You are an asshole.
Now I can always tell good-looking women because they tell stories with no ending, and they get by because everyone just laughs and nods their head. You know, oh, that's great. Oh no, that's funny. That's beautiful. But don't I call it once in a while on this show, Drew?
Most times, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was her. I think she was a little bit loaded. You get that vibe?
Loaded, yeah.
She was in a band called Cleavage, but she worked at the shop. Sure.
The shop.
Whenever someone says the shop, you picture shaving pubic hair, right?
No.
Like when a guy says he's going to run it down to the shop, he's going to run the truck over the shop, you picture pubes falling on the ground, right? Whenever you hear shop, I'm going shopping. When my mom used to say she was going shopping, I thought she was going to the market. Turns out
she was going to get a pube
shave. Yeah, I didn't know that. Shop around means shave around the scrotum.
That shop. You know the shop.
Oh, the shop.
You know.
Oh, sure.
You know. You've been there.
It's another thing beautiful, stupid women do, too, is they talk about stuff that you should know. Like they'll go, well, I had lunch with Barry today. And you'll go, Barry, who? Oh, you don't know Barry. And you go, all right, well, then say you had lunch with one of your friends who I don't know. Don't say the guy's name because you're going to get me confused because I'm going to guess who the name is. All right, let's talk to Evan. Evan is 15. Evan?
Yeah.
Your penis is bent?
Yeah.
Which direction?
It's like, when it's hard, it kind of curves, like, up and then goes down.
Up and, ooh, this is a new,
it's got a dip in it?
Dude, you're lucky.
Wow.
Chicks probably really dig you.
Is that sort of towards the tip, just at the head of the penis?
No, it's like in the shaft.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Mine just goes down, and I believe if it was longer, it would head up again, but it just stops on the down. Evan, does it really go up and down? Because we've never heard that.
It's like...
Well, you can see if the curve...
Like goosenecks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like when the Concorde's taken off?
Yeah.
Or landing, it's got that... you know what I'm talking about? I mean, it heads up at an angle,
I've never
right?
flown on the Concorde. I'm not...
No.
Not a millionaire like you.
No, I haven't either, but I've seen...
This just means there's an elbow in it for him. Rather than being a nice hill, it's an elbow kind of thing.
And then heads down like that.
Yeah, heads up, heads down. Yeah.
So you're saying the tip of it goes down or up?
The tip goes, like, down.
Oh, that sucks.
But
All
the
right.
shaft goes up.
What's the question?
Like, how can I get that straightened out?
Well, take some vitamin E, about 800 units a day. And unless you have painful erection or difficulty achieving erection, I doubt anybody would do anything with that.
All right, and, like, since,
Take your vitamin E.
All right, and where can I get that, like, GNC or...
Exactly.
All right.
Wait, get some at the shop.
And get some vitamin E oil. And when you masturbate, use the
Rub it
vitamin
on
E oil.
Yeah. All right? And sleep on your belly and press it up against your belly. My penis was bent as a youth, and I used to sleep with it in between two Bibles. And it flattened it right out.
Unacceptable.
I duct tape it in between
I thought I was the only one that did that.
No, it's a universal
Didn't
thing.
you tell me you had your dad run over it?
I had my dad, break it. No, that's when he was breaking in my penis.
Okay.
He used to oil it up with mink oil. He'd park the car on it overnight. Yeah. I'd put a baseball on it and then rubber band it to it and fold it over it. That's when I was trying to break it in when I was younger. All right, we were going to, I think we'll take a little break. We'll hear something from Lit. We had a little controversy as to what the next Lit song is going to be. I see Snowblind up here.
That's pretty metal.
I think...
But we can argue over that. We'll get back.
All right.
And we'll come to a conclusion after this. I never saw... All right, give me that. Is this on? I never saw Kennedy's corpse. I believe he's dead.
Yeah, but think about how...
I'll take the FBI's word for it.
Think how denial operates so profoundly in people's lives these days.
Listen, we were just talking to AJ and Alan from Lit about Kevin's sister's... She kills people, or
No.
she works at a morgue. I can't remember which one it was.
She's a
mortician.
Mortician, remember? Yeah.
And the whole ritual of putting the makeup
We
on
had this discussion
and
last time you guys were here.
reconstructing
Did
the
we?
person.
Yeah.
I find it bizarre. I find it morbid and bizarre, and I'd like to remember people the way they were, which was, napping or masturbating. That's the way I want people to remember me. As a matter of fact, when most people close their eyes, it'll be like I was dead anyway because I was taking a nap. But Drew says we need to see them dead in order to convince ourselves that they're actually gone.
Humans do that kind of thing.
No.
They need to really
What do you mean
mourn.
humans? What do you mean? Do you know anybody who needs to see someone's corpse to
I
know
don't
that they're
need,
actually
but
dead?
Humans do that. They like to mourn over it. They need to see it. They need to...
They can mourn without seeing
in
a
other
person's
countries,
lifeless corpse.
They bring them back into the home for them to have them stayed for a few days.
Well, they owe money. They owe money. I mean, you can't get around that. I mean, put them to work. I'm with you.
But it helps people sort of really get into the mourning process.
No, it does not.
Because you resist it like
No,
crazy.
it's a bizarre, morbid
Why would you
ritual.
want to mourn for that long, though?
It takes a while.
Well, listen, I could mourn plenty just knowing they were dead. I don't have to see the corpse. I was saying to Ann, what is your worst nightmare? It's walking in and discovering a corpse. You opening the apartment, your roommate's belly up, OD, right? And that's going to stick with you for a long time and freak you out. Why is it okay then 3 days later to look at his corpse in a bucket? You know what I mean? Why is that better? I think it's bizarre. I don't want to put Kevin's sister out of work, but I disagree with the whole thing. And then people blowing their heads off with shotguns, and she's using silly putty to make their nose. It's just close that casket.
Yeah, yesterday's news on something.
All right. We're going to hear, there's been some controversy as to which Lit song we were going to hear, but it's now decided that it's going to be Snowblind, right?
Is it?
That's what it says up
What do
on
you
the
want to hear?
screen. Well,
Let's go.
Chain of Fools I like because I know the song. I don't know Snowblind, but Snowblind sounds rockin'. But Chain of Fools rocks too, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that's a totally different
We
thing.
effed it up really bad, though. You're not going to recognize Chain of Fools. You won't recognize either of these songs.
All right. Well, which one do you have in there, Anderson? What do you say? What do you got? You got Chain of Fools?
Okay.
All right. Well, so be it. From Lit, here it is. Chain of Fools. That was good. I like that. And you know, it worked. I mean, with the up tempo in the lyrics worked. I never really thought about the lyrics of that song too much, but it just got kind of a punk edge to it.
Very sloppy.
That sounded good. I'm glad we went with that one. Drew, any complaints about that?
No complaints.
Drew, I know you're a big Ace Frehley fan.
Yeah, sure.
And you're urinating for some snowblind. Drew had his lighter ready. All right. That was lit. Again, going to be out the House of Blues tomorrow night and Saturday night to open up the new House of Blues, which is in beautiful antiseptic Anaheim. Kyle?
Yeah.
You're 14. What's up?
Hey, you had a call on earlier about that contest. That guy was masturbating a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a little contest of my own today.
Mm-hmm.
I have this friend. He's kind of a novelty. He's 14, too. He's 300 pounds and about 6'2".
Yeah.
And we bet him $15 that he couldn't drink a whole gallon of milk without puking in 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah. He puked.
Oh, yeah.
He puked.
Yeah,
well, I've done this with my buddies. Whenever you have those drink how much you can consume things, someone heaves.
Right.
You can't hold down that much at water, beer, whatever. If you chug more than, 32 ounces in like a couple of minutes, it just comes flying back out of you. It's always funny, too. That's the real payoff.
Yeah, you got a good 3/4 of the way through it.
Yeah.
That's it, Kyle? That's what you called?
Huh?
That's why you called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
thanks.
Kyle. Cool.
I did this with 3 of my friends, and all 3 of them heaved. And it was funny because they went off in order.
Nice.
It was great. Ray was one of them. I think the Weeze's brother. It was really funny.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
They're just using water. Hey, can you hurt yourself?
With excess water? Yeah, you could.
Yeah? Yeah, they're fine.
Marie,
I guess we'll never really know.
What's up, Marie?
You're 17. What's going on?
I was wondering if people could have, self-destructive nature without, problem parents.
Hold on. Kevin may have a fart. It's nothing?
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Sorry.
you can.
Well, because, my parents divorced when I was, 3.
Well, that's a problem.
Well, yeah, it wasn't very good, but, I got to see my dad and stuff. Well, he was gone for, 3 years because he was in the Navy.
That's a problem.
But then when he came back, I still saw him, on weekends and, holidays and stuff.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Me and my dad. Why is that a problem? We had a good relationship.
Yeah, when you saw him, but you barely saw him.
Yeah.
All right. So what it says up here, you had sex with 26 guys?
Yeah, I've had sex with 26 different guys.
At 17?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be great when you're getting married in about 8 years and you go to that dorky guy you married. How many times you had sex, honey? And he's like, well, technically twice, but I counted as 3 because Susie Tafferman, well, I was in her for, if her dad hadn't come into the rumpus room, it would have been 3. It was 3. I counted as 3. And you're like, what about you? 59. Okay, I'm going to go vomit now. I'll be back in a minute. Fine, I got to go rape Susie Tafferman. I'll be back in about an hour.
Oh God!
Listen, slow down, would you, baby? You're gonna burn that vagina out before your 18th birthday.
Are you doing drugs or alcohol when you do this?
When you get into the tub, does it go? A big thing of steam come up?
Well, no. I used to smoke weed and I used to drink a lot.
Okay.
But I don't drink at all anymore, and it's a real rare occasion when I smoke marijuana. But I was also wondering, can marijuana make you infertile?
Why? Because
they can screw around with men's testosterone levels, but that's about it.
You haven't gotten pregnant yet?
No, but having sex with 26 guys can make you infertile because that's the most common way to infertility is infection in the tubes, and a good way to get that is expose yourself to lots of guys.
You're not using protection?
Not often.
Ugh.
Oh, you're flirting with disaster, baby.
You ever had a pelvic exam?
Mm-hmm. Every year.
Okay, good.
Since I was 13 when I first started having sex.
But again, is there alcohol in your
the guy's like? Well, it's like that where they in Jaws when they cut the shark. It was we found a hubcap and a wristwatch, piece of a penis up there. What's going on here, honey? What are you using this thing for?
I suspect.
We got a NCAA championship ring.
Here's the deal.
Charm bracelet.
Here's the basic assessment here is that you've got a lot of bad feelings you're trying to escape, right? Okay, where those come from, it's not clear, but you were first using alcohol and pot to escape those feelings, now you're using sex. And it's probably part of an addictive process. You probably have that gene, and that's why that's so gratifying.
But as a woman, if you want to do this at 16 or 17, you can. Game on. I mean, you want to do 26 guys in a year? I mean, we all wanted to do 26. That was my goal. My goal was I'm going to do 26 girls my freshman year of high school. How many did I do? I did a honeydew melon ride, and an electric toothbrush. That's what I did. All right, we will take ourselves a little break. We'll be back with Lit after this. All righty. Well, there you go. Another fantabulous week of Loveline in the can. I want to give thanks where thanks is due. I want to thank Sarah for doing a great job on the phones, half the week at least, and, of course, Lauren for the other half. Producer Ann, who not only does a wonderful job booking wonderful acts like Lit, and Tracy Lords is going to be on here Sunday night, but she buys nice gifts and practical gifts, things I can wear many days in a row.
Whatever.
Things with buttons that have pockets on the back of them, or pockets that have buttons on the back of them. And I want to thank Dr. Bruce for doing a world-class job filling in for Dr.
I had anal sex and I passed out a couple times.
Quiet, Bruce. I'm just trying to plug you here. Dr. Bruce for filling in for Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, that's right. Thanks for that 3x5.
Just read the material, yeah.
And I want to thank Anderson for doing a fantabulous job. I mean, this guy, he's the glue that holds the show together. Life's blood of the show. Engineer Anderson. He really is the star of this show.
You're building up in front of his mom.
His mom's here. I'm scared she's going to try to kick my ass in the parking lot. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. What is it? Drew. Saying mahalo.
We should score some hoes. This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Wilkins Ingle. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.